Hi there. Today I'm going to demonstrate a Azure DevOps MCP server that I've been working on. I'm going to use it to add a new feature to the capability, which is basically to make it a little better for AI tools to interface with the MCP server by making some improvements. We're going to create some first-class tools. So instead of just work item search, work item listing, we're creating a work item, creating a user, or editing a work item. We're going to make specific ones for things like epics, features, user stories, and bugs. And the reason for that is it'll make it easier for the MCP server to understand when somebody asks create an epic, create a feature, it'll know which tool to use. We're going to enhance some of the descriptions of those tools and make some other improvements that are in a document. So right now I'm working with Claude Code. Claude Code is going to use the MCP server to manage my Kanban board over on the right. So let's go ahead and kick off the process so I could talk while it's doing it. I've asked it to put together the feature plan. It's going to go read my proposed document. It's the proposal for the software feature. It's going to compare that against the code that we already have in our specification. And then it's going to give me a feature with acceptance criteria as well as user stories. Once I approve that, it will use the MCP server to add the feature to my Kanban board over here on the right, and then add the stories. Then we'll tell it to go ahead and execute the developments, and it will work each story and move it from new to active to resolved states as we progress through the project. I did this yesterday, and it took around 2 hours to complete a total feature with approximately, let's see, I think there was like 28 user stories and 2 bugs. All right, so there's a lot of content here, but what it came back with is feature, first-class work item type operations. Extend the MCP server to provide technical tools, dedicated tools for getting details, creating and updating specific work item types. These first-class tools provide a more intuitive, blah, 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 business values. Users can interact with work items using natural type-specific commands. Okay. Now, here it's got the different user stories. So, get epic details. So it's already known that we have list epics and list features and list user stories from a previous implementation. But it has created a story point estimate here. And it's also got some additional information, like the actual user story definitions, tool name, parameters, acceptance criteria, etc. Now I'm going to ask Claude Code to enhance this. I'm going to say, please also create tests for all new functions and run tests. And tests before go live. Oops, sorry. Test before go live. In addition, update the documentation. Project documentation. Please be careful. I'm going to say, please be careful. Do not remove any existing MCP tools. Leave just work within the scope of the project. Please add those user stories in the project plan and add all these two apps into my Azure DevOps and work the stories. Okay, we'll go that far. I'm going to say linking user stories to their parent feature. Thank you. Okay, hopefully that makes it go a little quicker. Sorry that takes a while. So I'll create the feature in all user stories in Azure DevOps. So now we should start seeing all this stuff happening. You can see it's creating work item. It's executing the Azure DevOps MCP server. It's passing this information into here, and there's something I need to remember for the next iteration. I might add this as an additional requirement. But I noticed that the stories are coming in as HTML. Okay, so the feature has been created. You can see that here. And this is what I mean. It's encoding this as HTML. You can click this and it automatically converts it. But I don't like that. I want it to just automatically do it. So it's got scope, get operations, create operations, get epic, get feature, get user story, get bug, get task, create epic, create feature. Okay, it's doing a lot of work. And we can see in the links here, all the child user stories. It actually might be done here. So let's go back to the Kanban board and take a look here. All right, so now we have all the user stories planned out in here in the backlog. I'm going to add a couple more requirements real quick. And now here, I got to get down to the bottom of the chat. Okay. All 10 user stories are now children of feature 159. One more thing. These work item descriptions are being saved as HTML. If possible, make them formatted text in the manner ADO stores it, displays. Is there anything else? That was the so I'm going to say, please do that and then start implementation. All right, now we should start to see this thing crystallizing, according to what Claude is saying. Oh, and it's added a new work item. And then it says feature updated. Let me start implementation. It's got a little checklist. I'm going to say, remember. Oops. A crimson crown on the autumn breeze. From the balcony high where shadows play, the forestry castle fades to gray. Okay, come on. I'm going to tell it, please remember to update the user stories that you are working on. Come on. Through the valley, deep through the mountains, new work. Time rolls on by. Hopefully it caught that. Remember to update the user stories. Okay, I'll update the work items as I progress. Let me create the HTML to text utility first. It's doing that. It's asking me if I want to make changes. The thing is it didn't create a user story for this. maybe I should be up to reading this. Oh, okay. So it is active on get epic details, the get epic tool. All right, so it's still got that HTML in here. I can convert the field and then click convert. You'll say, as a user managing large initiatives, I want to retrieve full details of an epic by ID so that I can understand the scope. Blah, blah, blah. Tool, get epic ID, and then include relations, include attachments are optional fields. This is just to get an epic. All right, and then what we have here is we can see it on the left implementing the code right now. Create type specific get tools, get epic, get feature, get user story. So it's working on it right now. And you can see over here too, it's actually, it's updating user stories right now. Oh, look at that. It resolved all those already. So it finished user story, feature, and epic, and now it's working on create epic. All right. So sometimes this could go pretty slow. Usually when I'm doing this kind of thing, I'm walking away from the machine. I just wanted to demonstrate this to everybody because it's actually quite incredible that this thing can act as its own project manager, right? So if you imagine working in a team, you might be able to use this MCP server inside of a team and have developers update their stories that they're working on using this, and also accelerate their development time frame, because then they can use Claude Code to build stuff, but they could also manage their projects together. And if they need to, one developer could take one feature while another developer could take another, and you could all manage things in a cross-functional team. Maybe there's a tester who has their own testing agents in Claude Code, or maybe there's a product owner who is wanting to make sure that the requirements in the feature are well written before executing on the project, which helps reduce churn and helps make sure that the requested outcome is what gets created. Oh, it's updating some more as resolved. It looks like it's working on all the, like, first it did get, and now it's doing create. Oh, actually it says that it's done with creating the tools. I'm gonna ask it and say, we have user stories for the test creation and for testing. Let's see if I can interrupt it enough before it's even done. It's updating. It's registering the tools in the index file right now. But it looks like it's finishing off the methodology. It's updating the index, then it's writing unit tests. After that, it's then going to test everything. And there's already 350 tests. And so it'll run all those tests, then it'll update the project documentation, and then it will finish up the project. So I think this demonstrates, because the Kanban board is complete, I think that I need to refine how I instruct it to create the user stories. I wasn't really thorough with that here, but in the future, I'll probably do that a little bit different. But this at least demonstrates how Claude Code could agentically build features on your software and then run it inside of your Kanban board. I hope that was useful to you. If you have any questions for me, contact me through YouTube, or you can also subscribe to me. I'd love that. So Thanks so much for watching this video. I know it's kind of long. Have a good one. Bye.